What is going on, guys? It is JackUltraGamer here. We are here in Forza Horizon 5, and today I want to do a little exploration of this completely new widespread map that we find ourselves in. We have the whole new map of Mexico for this game, and boy, I'm sure it is not going to disappoint. It is literally the biggest Forza map to date, and it also looks to be one of the most diverse Forza maps to date as well, which is where they really nailed it perfectly with choosing this location. So today I want to really just explore this map, show you guys a lot that it has to offer, maybe show you guys some other features like photo mode and just how realistic everything is, and just kind of drive through and get to explore this new game that we have. So we start out with this beautiful Lamborghini Sesto Elemento Forza edition that I happened to win and get lucky in. And the reason why I choose this car out of everything is because this is fast. This is like no joke fast. This definitely makes it seem like they've improved the speed graphics in which how fast cars feel in this game, because I'm sure this isn't the fastest car that'll be in Forza Horizon 5, but with that assumption, I'm just curious onto what cars even faster than this are going to feel like. But I'll let you guys listen to this once we get out of here. I mean, this thing sounds on a whole nother level than I feel like they made the Sesto Elemento sound before. So we're going to set our first waypoint to this bridge. It's hard to tell it's a bridge on the map, but you guys will see what I'm talking about in a second. I think this is actually one of the first coolest elements of this new Mexico map that we have, and that's going to be our starting point for the various landmarks that we shall tour around. Obviously, we're starting here in the festival. This is kind of, the center point, the perfect starting spot to begin our tour. Saying farewells to everyone, the Sesto Elemento is about to go into hyperspeed onward on a tour of Mexico. Oh, and there's another one that just drove past. So immediately, let's just listen to the sounds. I'm gonna stop talking here and raise up the volume of the game so you guys can hear this beautiful Lamborghini. So, as you guys have heard, this thing sounds a lot more like a true track Lambo. I think before the Sesto just kind of had the, the V10 only noise that it's got included in it. But now it's got all the other kind of hollow track sounds of it really sounding like a full-on race car, because that's what it is. I mean, this thing is fully stripped out. It doesn't even have seats. It just has pads, and the rest is all sixth element carbon. Immediately, we can already, we've already gone through a small town, and now we're kind of going up the hills of the countryside. I said it in my last video, but I truly wonder if I'll ever familiarize myself with this map, just knowing how big it is, because, because some maps are just so large that you'll never know your way around it like the back of your hand. But who knows? Maybe if we grind out enough of this game, we'll get to that point. But clearly, excuse me, Diablo GTR. There's a lot of other drivatars or just other cars roaming around here. I actually wish they might have lessened a little bit of that in this game, because yeah, that definitely does lose the sense of realism. I'd say that's definitely negative points for the realistic factor, because not only are there a lot of these drivatars, they're all in $1 million cars. I mean, maybe it's supposed to correlate to what you're in, but it's just like there's so many that it just almost takes away from everything. You join me here on what looks to sprout out into a freeway, and we start out with the tunnel. This is very reminding me of the essence of San Francisco. If you've ever been to San Francisco, you have tunnels and then this huge bridge right across. So let's hear the Sesto Elemento through this tunnel. Boom, it just echoes across, and here we are. This is just whoppingly insane. This bridge is probably, I could just already imagine the amount of challenges and different things we could do with this fantastic bridge. It's got tunnels on either side, and when you look outward, that's all of the map out there. All of that you see is map that is ours to explore, which is crazy. The render distance in this game is just phenomenal. It never ends. Now, the one cool feature that we did explore that I really want to show you guys is that you're probably wondering, there's no way you can't possibly drive off of this bridge. But look no further. Behold, I can break those. And, oh yeah, we're about to launch this Sesto into a different world. Let's push her across. And kaboom! You can drive yourself completely off the bridge. That was actually a massive drop. Holy crap. And now we're in the Mexican jungle. Literally, like, we're a Lambo completely lost in the wild now. We gotta find ourselves some land. I mean, it's crazy. This map will forever be the highlight of this game. If there's anything they did not disappoint on, it's just, yeah, all the detail and all the trees, the shrubbery, the roads, everything. And then you see parked raptors and stuff like that. It's really got all essences of Mexico. Now let's pause and let's go set our new destination on where we should go next. We're gonna go waypoint ourselves over to this nice little runway strip that I want to say is pretty unique. Now as we're driving over, we're starting to see little Aztec hints of our location. There's our first little pyramid. Looks like it's being under construction right now. And there's a lot of cool areas I've noticed that would be great zones for playground games. Playground games meaning like infection, tag, hide and seek, and king, and all of that. And where we're driving to right now is going to be the perfect example for all of those. Now, welcome to the Aztec Airfield, which this thing is quite big. We'll go make it to the end here, literally go perch ourselves right up against the wall, excuse me, and we'll see how much speed we could build up on the Sesto Elemento. Let's see how fast this car is on this runway. So all-wheel drive launch gets us straight away already into 100s. 130, 140, 150. Going up into almost 200. Oh, I saw 198. And then we're flying off. Completely off of the tarmac. This would be a perfect place to do a turning cars into planes video and having them take off out of there. Now, no one else seems to be scared of off-roading their race cars because we see a CLK GTR F50 GT that I just smashed, and then there's a Bugatti Divo up there, and we're all just off-roading out here. But yes, the off-road tarmac is a huge element of this game, and it's done really well. You could definitely feel the handling differences on how a car like this is not meant to be off the asphalt. And now driving over, immediately it's super cool because you notice all of this farmland, all of this has way more depth and 3D effects to them than Horizon 4 did. Horizon 4, all of the grasslands would be pretty flat, and you wouldn't see that many bushes or anything that come up beyond your roof line. But with this, you have a lot of these plants and everything that just sprout out from the ground above, and there's a lot more of that to see throughout this map, which is really cool because, yeah, it just adds a lot more depth. It's really cool to just prowl through all of it. It'd be fun to play hide and seek, hide through all the shrubs and everything like that. But look at all this. So much more farmland. So much more 3D farmland that you just prowl through in this game. And with that said, we now wind up on the soccer field, the whole stadium set here. This is another really cool map portion, which this is going to be used for a lot of playground mini games for sure. And not only just the field itself, we got a soccer ball included in the middle. And I've always wondered how far. Oh, it's split into two. I don't know if that's meant to be. I literally just duplicated the soccer ball. And yeah, I'm really curious how far you could take this ball out of the map. You can take it out of the arena. We'll try and work our way to do it here. But this is a really cool element of something that, you know, brings back memories from Forza Motorsport 4 on playing soccer in there. And the fact that you could bring this soccer ball completely out of the stadium makes me wonder. Be a good challenge to see. Okay. Be a good challenge to see what's the furthest you could take it, especially without AI getting in the way. There's the Grand Stadium. It lights up super well at night. You can see it from all areas of the map, which is how bright the stadium lights are. And you have these massive parking lots, which would be really cool for simulated car meets. But with that said, let's go bring ourselves up to the main city that we have here. A huge village right up north of the fields. And watch us. We're going to get there like nothing just because of how quick this thing is. Back on the roads we go. These roads are super wide. It makes it real easy for you to drive on and not lose control and find yourself off the road. However, I do feel like reality roads are a lot more skinnier than this, and if they were a lot more skinnier, it would make your driving feel a lot more faster. That's why sometimes in video games, your driving just feels slow. But here we are already into the little Mexican town. So yeah, everything is actually, you know, the map's huge, but everything is not too far apart from each other. But that's really cool because you don't find yourself driving through nothingness for too long. This would be a great town to play some good old city camouflage in. I will tell you that much. And oh my gosh, I love how it's going down. We've just found ourselves almost below everything. We just completely went down under. We got a tunnel in here. Yeah, you could get completely lost. Oh my gosh, this keeps on going down. Oh my lord. I'm getting completely lost in this town. This is actually super fun right now. And now we just sprouted up. Yeah, so we must have just gone through a huge hill. We went through a mountain. This whole town's built on that. Just listening, it's super cool. You could hear all the drivatars, all the other cars driving through the town. All the sound just echoes off through the building. That's so wild. So yeah, there's all these race cars roaming around right now, and you could hear the remnants of all of it through this town. That's really good sound design on them on the game. Let's see, I saw this little public area. Let's see how much of this we could destroy. All right, you ready? I'm gonna go through. We could literally destroy all of it. They didn't hold back at all. That is freaking amazing. See, in older games, all of these would just be like, they'd have their own invincibility shield on them, and they would be indestructible. But with this, you could... Oh, and you can literally climb these steps, too. Just the accessibility in this game is far more greater than any of the previous games. Hello. Hello up there. Oh, boy. Okay, so there's people here. I doubt that you could go up this. Yep, that's what I thought. All right, so I guess wherever there are people that override the access point, it creates the invincibility wall. Okay, this has been great. I actually want to get out of here now. We've been literally stuck in that town. So there's the beach area, but I really want to go explore and just kind of get to the top of this volcano. I think that's a perfect ending point for this video on our explorations of Forza Horizon 5. So you guys can go ahead and leave your comments down below. What is the first place that you're going to go to when you get this game? Because, yeah, there's so many diverse locations and areas that it keeps you excited throughout the entire time. And oh ho ho, where we're going, you can see a little dust storm in the background. But we're going to be going above it all because we're going to try and work our way to the top of this volcano. I want to see how long it takes to get up here. Now, I'm debating on if I want to take the Sesto Elemento to the top of a volcano, or if I want to swap it to a rally car. In Forza, you can really do whatever you want, so I'm going to... I mean, who takes the Sesto Elemento to the top of a volcano? I don't think anyone has, so I'm just gonna do that as well. I feel like I'm in California. You feel like you're either going through Pikes Peak or you're just going through some California twisties. This doesn't even feel like Mexico whatsoever. Now, it makes sense that it doesn't feel too far off from California because Mexico is just below it. So I definitely would believe there are areas very similar to it. Hang on, is that a wide-body lowered X5? Oh my gosh, it is, with a chassis-mounted wing, or trunk-mounted wing, I guess I should say. That's new. That's something that I haven't seen. But yeah, I guess we'll hill climb together as we go up. Wherever there is California twisties or just any mountain twisties, that's where you know that this is going to be a perfect drifting road for the JDM enthusiast, the drifting enthusiast. This is going to be the perfect place to shred there with that. But for now, I guess I'm just going to be following this X5 up here. Let's see, who's this? Yo, Sesto brethren, follow me. We're getting to the top of this volcano. Now, it would be pretty wild if they had like a special event where the volcano would just simply erupt because, I mean, I think that would be pretty fun too. We already got dust storms, so I really want there to be more natural disaster events happening in this game. That would, you know, just keep you on the edge of your seat a little bit. I can't get over how much this looks like California. This is exactly what I never thought I'd see in this game. And this goes, like this goes for a long while. If you were to try and link this whole road, that would be a challenge in itself because this is long. Holy cow, I'm looking at the map. We still have much more to go. I'm nowhere near done. I'm like almost tempted to just cut through this all. This mountain is ginormous. We're probably reaching atmospherical levels that may not be safe for breathing, but that's not to my worry. The trees are starting to lessen. You could see that. We're definitely starting to feel like we are on a volcano just by the rocks surrounding. I'm getting impatient now. I just want to drive directly up. I know I got the horsepower for it. I may not have the grip. Oh, boy. We're getting up here. There's like the tiny only elements of survival. I wonder who lives here. They're living on top of a volcano. That's super sick. All right, we're almost there. We're so close. This is absolutely... This is crazy. And, I mean, plunging right into the volcano water. We've made it. This is it. Here we are. We could go even further than just the waypoint. We could literally crest right on top of this hill. This is crazy. This is so crazy. Yeah, this is the highlight point for me of the entire map. I mean, you're on top of the entire world. Forza now has their own Mount Chiliad, I want to say, out of everything. So I'm like directionally challenged up on this volcano. Let's see. If we face this way, we're facing outward at most of the map. So if we look out there, yeah, all of that back there is all map that we could explore. It's all rendered out. That's so cool. You could even, yeah, you could see the little stadium that we were just at down there below. Then you could see the town. There's the town that we were just at. It's so crazy to me how much is rendered out. But let's go into photo mode and just admire this view. I mean, just look at that. This is truly breaking, I feel like, for any automotive game on just the map renderings, all of that. That's crazy. I mean, you could even see how big this satellite dish is compared to that little F-150 truck that's down there. And it's crazy how you could literally have a $1 million Lamborghini on top of a volcano, and you'd think there's no way it could even look realistic. But just with the graphics in this game, this is true photorealism right here. It's captured a lot better directly on my screen. It's probably not captured as good watching it on a YouTube video, but the photo mode in this game truly captures like no other. Anyways, with all of that said, thank you guys so much for watching through this little Let's Play of just exploring the map with me. I know it may not be the most entertaining thing for some, but I'm just trying to, I guess, give you guys as much of an inside look of the game while we can. But then once this game is fully out and we have my friends and some other people on board, we'll be doing some more challenges and some more usual stuff in it. I'm super excited to see what challenges and what things we could do with this entire new map at our hands. As always, like the video. Thank you so much for watching. This is going to be JackUltraGamer signing this off.